Street dwelling project Prince keeps you real underground like the F train. Exciting mood of best brains, bringing beats for the streets. No flip flop, it's hip hop relief for the ears of my ghetto peers. For years been rocking city blocks, spitting my heart into the compositions I'm delivering. Hardcore hits, sending the competition shivering, uplifting the real, packing the steel. So pack up the sideshow and shut your flaming grill, yo. Put down that microphone and copy these lyrics in stone. The rapper ripper speaks commandments, creating scripture, making sure that future MCs get the rock. My shit don't stop, shaking your cranium, your brain is in gridlock as you watch the musical legend of the present. Lyrical big boss always representing. That's how it goes in 1990 flows.
Out with the old and in with the UGO. Please welcome Stevano Ugo.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Wow.
How about them apples?
How about them apples? A little starstruck now. Give me a moment. So how you doing? I mean, you've been so busy, and we've been going back and forth. You've been going to New York and doing some production in the studio.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Going really well. I didn't realize I could go as deep as I went this time around. Just really trying to perfect the records and getting a really good response now.
Yeah. Now you're going to be going on tour soon with the Digable Planets, right? Starting in April.
Yes, we're going out to Europe, Germany first, and then in Oslo.
Or if you go to Germany, you can. I'll give you the number for Pete Cantel.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Anybody
hook
in
up.
Europe, check us out. If you're, send us an email. Let me know if you're gonna be anywhere in Europe. UGO crew@live.com.
Okay. Who makes up the UGO crew? That's yourself, and who else are the members?
Arturo Zaragoza and DJ Karina.
Okay. And
Yeah.
when was UGO crew created?
It's funny because, well, I don't know if it was created before the name or after the name. Well, originally, me and my brother who passed away were kind of like the main people, and we had our sister. And after my brother died, my sister just went off onto a solo stuff and ended up going back to Africa. And so I was just kind of by myself, so I couldn't have the crew thing anymore. I was just like doing my solo stuff as Stevano Ugo. And then when I felt comfortable enough to sort of, work with a group of people again, my brother Arthur, he just sort of said, hey, why don't we just bring back the UGO thing? He was really, it's funny because he really humbled me with all of the music he's done. I only had that one record that, put out back in 11th grade, and he remembered it and gave me the credit that I was really giving him in terms of like somebody who's had the experience. Mm-hmm. And so UGO Crew just kind of like was a combination of what I did back in the day and what me and Arthur did right now. And DJ Karina is kind of like the new flavor. Mm-hmm. She's just like a whole nother, space of like creativity that opens it up to a whole new audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit because your association with the Digable Planets, how did that happen? They discovered you?
Yeah, just a teenager rapping on the streets, doing some not so great things also on the side.
Where was that, New York?
Between New York and Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And he saw me once or twice, and the second time around, he said, hey, what's up with that music? I heard you freestyling, blah, blah, blah. And he's one of the celebrities that kept their promise. Like, he was on tour with some big artists. I know Sade, some other people. And
that was C Knowledge who found you.
Doodle Bug from Digable Planets. Mm-hmm. And he said, when I get off the road, I'm gonna come find you. And he did. And when he found me, I was into some crazy things. So it was just right in time to sort of like pull me in a positive direction and give me an opportunity that turned into like a transformation of my life, which is why I'm so into like, reaching out to kids and showing them that, there's always another way, and change is all about, taking the opportunities that, come to you and turning them into something better. So.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that because you've got a monster hit out now, Change,
Yeah.
featuring beautiful girl singer Sean Kingston.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's making like crazy movements in the radio charts in Canada, and I know it was been blown up in the States. So
It's just it was just a good idea at the right time that people connected to, and even before Sean Kingston jumped on the record, it was just like we knew when we got out of the studio we had something that was timing wise the world needed to hear. I mean, it's a pretty simple message, but I think we got it right, and Sean Kingston felt that energy and decided to become a part of it, and yeah, it's going beyond me now. It's sort of like, a whole nother
whole other
life.
level. Yeah. And congratulations for your Juno nomination.
Thank you.
For the remix you did with Big Page and Drake.
And Drizzy.
Still Fly.
Yeah.
And Drizzy Drake. That's right. That's
Yeah.
huge. Are you going to the Junos? It's coming up soon.
We're on TV, so I don't want to.
maybe
I
you'll
don't
send a
wanna
publicist there.
confirm yet. No, but we're so far we're trying to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was so far away from Toronto. But
St. John's?
now that yeah, but I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity. It seems like a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic, and it's a huge accomplishment.
That's a big deal.
So that's a really big deal.
Now, have you been dabbling in film a little bit?
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
there?
Actually, studied film and business. So yeah, in between want to be a doctor. So I'm pretty figured out what I want to do right now. But yeah, the film background helped me out a lot.
What kind of doctor?
I want to keep that secret because I still might want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Gynecology,
don't want nobody.
right?
You can play one on TV.
An
bite my
OBGYN. Well, and you two, very similar to Pete Cantel, you've been in many places in the world. You were born in the States.
Yeah.
And then you're also Toronto-based.
Yes.
And you spent some time, I think, in Nigeria. Is that
Nigeria,
right?
Lagos, Nigeria, London, France, a couple different places. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's given you an opportunity to meet many people and learn different cultures and
Yeah, I
languages.
mean, once again, it's all part of the transformation, the growth, the change. It's like being exposed. This is what I really want to encourage kids to do. Every opportunity you get to meet a person from a different background or go to a different place, it just will open your mind to, a more dynamic type of, being that we all are.
Yeah. So what's the next step for you after the tour? What are you going to do?
Well, after the European tour, we want to come back to Canada and tour Canada. And then after that, I would love to just sort of start going to other territories and, keep bringing the message of change. But also want to do some local stuff within Canada and try to, some youth-oriented sort of programs to, like, just particularly the at-risk youth, but everybody who's willing to join in and just, just connect with people, and get some feedback from what we've done, hopefully by that time. And, I kind of look to the fans and look to everybody outside of me to give me also a gauge of what we're doing. And I don't really think that far ahead since my brother died. So, like, seems so far away to me,
Now, your brother met an untimely death at a young age,
Yeah.
and it must have left an incredible impact on your family. But moreover than that, was his death the impetus that pushed you
Oh, for sure.
in the
His
direction of
death
change? For
taught me how to live.
Yeah.
I always say that. It's like, and it makes a lot of sense to me that, sometimes, it takes something so serious and so painful to transform even the better side of us all. So I can accept everything that happens now and realize that it's not really about what happens. Anything can happen, but it's how you react to what happens.